much. So nice to see you all. You all came out the night before Thanksgiving. You got here.
Yeah, just barely.
Fantastic. Hey, Pat, can I just have a little more vocal in the monitor? If that's okay. I'm going to start off with a bunch of songs from my newest record. Thank you. Thanks, Pat. Turning up the vocals. I'm just going to do a bunch of songs from my newest record right now. Get them all over with. Band-Aid, just one after another. That last one is called Satellites. This is called All Wide Open. She showed up on the doorstep out of nowhere, all wrapped up in a Goodwill overcoat. She was shaking with her arms drawn tight around her. She said, "Daddy, I've been clean almost a month." With his jeweler's eye, he looked at her a moment. He stepped aside and nodded to the door wide open. She went inside and sat down in the kitchen, still wrapped up in that Goodwill overcoat. He said, "Don't you want to hang that in the closet?" She said, "Not just yet, I'm still a little cold." And how about I put on a pot of coffee? He said, standing at the stove now, his heart wide open, and wanting to believe it could be true. The wearing of another perfect lie, forming under pressure like a diamond, emerging flawless in her eyes. Oh, oh, oh. Thanksgiving is just around the corner. She has to, is it alright if I stay? And with the voice of one afraid past his future, he says, "Why don't we just take it day by day?" And her overcoat is hanging in the closet. Looks like winter's coming on now, but it's all wide open. It's all wide open. It's all wide open. It's all wide open. Thank you. That song, I leave it ambiguous at the end. It's called All Wide Open, so it sort of has to be ambiguous. You wouldn't want to nail that one down. But since I can, I mean, that's a true story. It's kind of, the details are different, but it's actually based on something real. And when I wrote it, it was very much open-ended. But since I can, I should tell you that it has a happy ending. that everybody turned out really, really well in that story. I'm not going to change the song to reflect that at all. I'm not going to make it a happy ending in the song because it just wouldn't be as good a song. It's just happy endings and songs are complicated. Difficult. Very difficult. But it does have a happy ending, so I figured since I can tell you that because it's true, I should. And this next one is called Atlas Choking. It's this anti-objectivist number. This is the third to last tour gig in my long tour here. I hit 9,700 miles today on the rental. Mavis is going to be horrified. There's been this light on, this warning light. It's been coming on somewhere around, coming on ever since, I don't know, Utah. It's probably nothing, right? It's a rental. You don't have to change your oil on those things. They're rentals. It's nothing ever happened. No, I did call them because I am a conscientious person, and also because I don't want the car to blow up. I did call them and alert them to the fact that there was this light coming on. It says change engine oil soon. Now, I've only had the car for a month, and so I called up and I spoke to this nice person, and he said, well, you know, they probably just forgot to set it because it's only been, this is like a week ago, so it's only been 3 weeks. I said, that's true, but there are two parameters here. One is time, and the other is distance. And when I told him the distance, he was very quiet for a few minutes. So here is my anti-objectivist. It's called Atlas Choking. Drifted up into the stillness. 11 years later, good old Yule Rider found himself there in the ether beside her. Then I ran to Yule by the hand, said, how does it feel to be free? Meanwhile on the planet, the devil's still at it, making a killing, churning out addicts. Everybody everywhere, sucking it up. Sent flowers around with a note and a basket of options. If you know what's good for you, hold on to these, cause everything's gonna go. Green smiling stockman leading the horsemen. The party was just getting started. Monroe man rode into Japan, looked over the water to China. Devil's still at it, making a killing, churning out addicts, everybody everywhere, sucking it into Atlas choking. Rational greed, a national creed, keep things smoking on. Watching those shares, but don't you dare share or pour all that way for good reason. Everyone just touch you, so be a flush. there's another verse to that song. Actually, that song was a completely different song before it was that song. Sometimes you do that. Sometimes you write something and there's some lyrics to it, but they don't really aren't working. So you wait around until some better lyrics appear. I'm not sure these are better, but the original version was this. I had decided I wanted to write a song which said nothing, which is really very difficult to do. To say nothing and be actually using English or any language for that matter. And so I didn't get very far. I'll play you as far as I got. My idea was that I wanted to write a song which was less, lyrically speaking anyway, like kind of pointing to some reality apart from the song itself. I wanted to write a song which was just sort of sui generis, like a song which just was nothing other than itself, which is a beautiful thing when it happens. I mean, or a lyric which was nothing other than itself, and performative, I think before. And for example, Camptown ladies sing this song. That means something. You know, the Camptown ladies and they're singing the song, right? That's sense. Doodah. The hell is doodah? No idea. So, and I kind of like that. Whatever song they're singing, it is doodah, and I wanted to write a song which was kind of like that. So I got this far. Here is a song which seeks, same melody, same chord progression. Here is a song which seeks to avoid all significance, meaning and purpose, and it's already failed insofar as the point was just made. In that very first sentence. Likewise the second, and this one the third. Keep digging the hole ever deeper. Such are the wages of subject and object. This is my favorite part here. United by means of a verb. But that's alright, cause with every failure I'm giving the slip to my logical jailer, and one step closer walking away, singing doo-dah, doo-dah. This is called Your Guitar. It's about an old guitar I bought and brought down to Argentina. And the song is just one big anthropomorphization of the guitar. I started to imagine that the guitar had feelings about having been shipped so far away, and I started imagining the guitar's prior life with its previous owner. So this is that song.
Shines with its own
slowly the familiar tunes to take her back. First up the Red River Valley, to let her know she's not alone. And I know something about leaving home. We settle down in Shenandoah. And the white Missouri flows out of your guitar. And the white Missouri flows out of your guitar. Your guitar has traveled far, all the way from California. So, like I said, I live in Argentina. We have a house out of La Pampa, which is basically prairie. It's just like 1,000 miles of grassland. And we have a dairy farm next door. It's not our dairy farm. It is a dairy farm next door. And there's all these cows, and they graze. And they graze over to our area sometimes, or near it. And then they go back to their house, wherever it is they do with their lives. I don't know what they do with their lives. And they go back for dinner or whatever, and to chill out, you know. But there's always like one cow who doesn't go back, who stays out there in the field all alone. And I don't know if this is a statement or if it's some sort of, if the cow's just especially stupid, or if it's a rebellious cow, or I don't know what the problem is with this cow. And I don't know if it's always the same cow. It's hard to tell them apart, especially in the dark. So they're out there. There's always like one cow somewhere lost out there in the field, and they're loud. Because what happens is the moon comes up and the cow's like, yeah, I'm cool out here. And then the moon goes down and the cow starts to think, this isn't so good. This is horrible. It's cold out here. And what the hell was that thing that just crept by? And what does it all mean? You know, the cow is there beneath the stars and wondering what it's all about. And then the cow starts to make these horrible, like, I can only describe it as bovine angst. This horrible bovine angst noises that reach this crescendo of angst, and that keeps me awake. And so one night I woke up and I was listening to this horrible thing out in the field there, and a cow lowing away and complaining. And I was thinking, you know, how am I that different from the cow? I'm very similar. I have a roof over my head and I'm slightly more articulate, but basically I'm kind of in the same boat. And so I started to think, I should write a song which articulates for that cow what the cow would say if the cow were more articulate. That is this next song. It's called Stray Cow Blues. sun's still hours away. I'm out here waiting for the light of day. There's a shadow creeping, there's a hoot owl in the tree. There's a shadow creeping, there's a hoot owl in the tree. Not one, just one, it is that hoot owl sees. Barbed wire, ditches and thickets, mud's cold and I'm gut deep in it. Nothing to do but hang my head and low. I followed the grass till all the grass gave out. I followed the green grass till all the grass gave out. I raised my head, I took a look around. Oh, where the hell is everybody going? Where the hell did everybody go? I never heard that call. Now I'm all alone. Barbed wire, ditches and thickets, mud's cold and I'm gut deep in it. Nothing to do but hang my head in low. Oh, where's that man to come and cut me free? Where's that man to come and set me free? Come out and chase these shadows away from me. And the moon gone down, the sun's still out away. Moon gone down, sun's still out away. Moon gone down, sun's still out away. Moon gone down, sun's still out away. There's no internet by design out there, and so I didn't have a chance to check because you have to do that now. You write something, you do anything, you have to check and see if somebody's already done it. It's really annoying. We used to be able to live in a sort of happy ignorance of what was happening elsewhere in the world. We can't do that anymore. So, and as with so many things, you can't, not with songwriting either. So I thought for sure when I got back to town I could check the Google that I would find that somebody had already written Straight Cow Blues. But alas, or lucky for me, nobody has. I mean, they've written Chicken Cordon Blues. Yeah. Steve Goodman. Great. Well, here's another one. We're still on the new record. A couple more. This one's called The Deer on the Parkway. It's kind of self-explanatory. Late in the evening, they merge through the trees in kinships and cells of sixes and threes, following true to the call they obey. Their eyes eyes on the prize, each blade of the way. Ages ago, they roamed Kingswood, and though he would hunt them, they considered him good. The odd royal arrow, a small price to pay for keeping the poachers and freedom at bay. And the deer on the parkway graze right to the edge. I come round the bend, they're lifting their heads. My headlights, just their eyes. What will they decide? Will the deer on the parkway let me pass by? Freedom is narrow and its grass is broken. By the side of the road, the straight that they're in, the median's lush and it's luring them out onto the parkway where I'm heading south. Just trying to get home, just like everyone else. Down through the county, neither heaven nor hell. Or if you don't kill me, friend, well, I won't kill you. That muttering king, yeah, I miss him too. And the deer on the parkway graze right to the edge. I come round the bend, they're lifting their heads. My headlights, just their eyes. What will they decide? Will the deer on the parkway let me pass by? Will the deer on the parkway let me pass by? Okay, one more. I've had quite a journey. It's been fabulous. I started in New York. I decided I would drive across the country. A normal folk singer would take a plane from New York to Seattle for the first gig of his tour in Seattle. I decided, I got into my head that I wanted to just fill up the car with whatever I wanted to bring with me in the car, which you can't do if you go on a plane, and just go. Something lovely about just going, knowing that you have this long journey ahead of you. And so that's what I did. I was able to bring whatever guitars I wanted, whatever books I wanted, whatever shoes I wanted, very important, and clothes and coats for every possible season. And I drove to Toledo the first night, and I drove to St. Cloud the second night, and I drove to Billings the third night, and I drove to Spokane the fourth night, and Seattle the fifth night. And I didn't really stop, except to stop in Fargo. Yeah. Big dream come true right there. Bucket list item, check. I got my picture taken with the celebrated wood chipper.
And you escaped?
I did, and I had my hand on the foot too. And I'm here to tell you it was everything I had hoped it would be. place I was drinking them, the time frame's a wash. But I lost you. That I am quite sure. All your reinforcements, all your messages, I got them all. Sure, I was drinking, but that is no excuse. The drink brought out the worst in me. The worst in me was me, nevertheless. But I've learned to live with it now. But that doesn't mean forget how careless I was with you then. You was my friend. We are our actions, not our intentions. Mine were reprehensible. It's a heavy word, but nothing else will do. So I keep them. Sometimes I take them out. I hold them up and look at them to remind myself of how far I can fall. But I've learned to live with it now. But that doesn't mean forget how careless I was with you then. You was my friend. I've learned to live with it now. But that doesn't mean forget how careless I was with you then. You was my friend. Careless, how could I have been so careless of you, my friend? That's sort of my version in song of a calling card I once found backstage at a gig in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Yeah. And the calling card was Danny O'Keefe's calling card. Sorry, I'm looking for something here. I'm not finding it. There it is. And the calling card was beautiful. It was like really nice cardstock and this beautiful typeface with this beautiful black ink and embossed. And it said, Danny O'Keefe would like to apologize for his behavior on the night of, and there was this blank space. metamorphosis or transformation or moving on or growth or just change, I guess. It's called So Says The Whippoorwill. The change could happen any day. So says the whippoorwill. She hangs round for the seeds I leave out on the windowsill. Be free, you fool, be free, you fool. She sings all afternoon, as if to show me how it's done. She leaps into blue, and change could happen any day. So say my true love's eyes. She sees into my shadows, that sweet forgiving light. She smiles and says, come on, let's go, let's stroll the boulevard. It's such a shame to waste the night just sitting in the dark. And change could happen any day. So says Father Brown. I listen for that still small voice, but I just can't make it out. Beneath the constant whispering of the devil that I know, and who would I be if I believed? Who am I if I don't? If change could happen any day, so said the mountaineer. Before he turned to face his cliff without a trace of fear. He sang right up until he caught sight of that open blue and became a whippoorwill. He caught sight of that open blue and became a I apparently got everything wrong on that song. I just wrote it, I didn't check my, the Wikipedia page or the ornithology textbook or whatever I was supposed to have checked, because apparently whippoorwills do not fly around in the afternoon, nor do they eat seeds. I was informed of this about a day after the record was released by an ornithologist in the crowd. People tell me all kinds of things. But it's poetic license, I can say whatever I want. In my world, whippoorwills can eat seeds and fly around all afternoon if they want to. I haven't done this one in a while either. This day and all these months. All the sunlight made me drunk, made me feel like I could run, made me feel like I was young. So I went out all on my own, and I told no one where I'd go. And anyway, I did not know, I only knew I had to go. Out beyond the iron gate, out there where you said you'd wait. I've gotten used to living here. Call it habit, call it fear. I had glanced your way for years, until today I'd never dared. But it was easy slipping through, easy as morning dew. It lingers till the afternoon, it rises back into the blue. Out beyond the iron gate, out there where you said you'd wait. And there you were, right by my side, reaching down to lift me high. And I held on with all my might, held on to a world made right. Out beyond the iron gate, out there where you said you'd wait. That's for my friends who came a long way today. This here is called a mandola. Basically means big mandolin. This is how big mandolins were back in the Jurassic period. And they're just as impossible to keep in tune as they were in the Jurassic period. But luckily, there's two strings for every one, which means that if one goes out, there's another one to back it up. Come on. So I got to Seattle. I had a day off in Portland 2 days before Halloween. And since I had been sitting down for 3,100 miles, I decided that I should walk a lot in Portland. So that's what I did. I decided to spend a day, a couple days before Halloween, walking. And so I got lost in Portland. It was great. I love going and getting lost, just walking and not without any direction. I had my phone with me so that I could turn on the app if I needed to. But first, the object was to get lost. So I did. And as once I was well lost, I came upon a store, an establishment that sold, apparently, so they tell me, very, very good gummy bears. Really good gummy bears. And so since it's been many, many decades almost since I last partook of gummy bears, I decided to see what gives with the gummy bear technology these days. And so I walked in and I bought myself. You have to show your ID to buy gummy bears now. Like, what's up with that? I didn't have to do that when I was 8. And I was underage then. And so I went in and I showed my ID and they gave me these gummy bears and I bought like way too much. I sort of went crazy. I was and so I bought the gummy bears and I went out into the street and I opened up a little package. There they were, these beautiful little raspberry things that had this kind of chewy and had sugar on them, and I ate one. And it was delicious, truly delicious, just from a gastronomical point of view. It was just, everything was right about it. It was texture, taste, it was really quite delicious. So I ate another. And another. Did I mention that it was 2 days before Halloween in a town where I don't know where I am? So I started walking, and then all of a sudden, I realized I was in a neighborhood full of haunted houses. Like really convincing haunted houses. And it was terrifying, it was truly terrifying. And I thought, I should go back to my hotel. And I reached for my phone to tell me how to get back to my hotel, and the battery had died. It was terrifying. I had no idea how to get back, so I walked around for a few hours. It was pretty horrifying. And at one point, I got really thirsty, and I decided I needed to go into a store and get some water. And so I went into the store, but I was afraid to go in because I was convinced that everybody knew that I had been eating gummy bears. But then I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do so that nobody knows I've been eating gummy bears? And it hit me right then. What I should do is I should just smile a lot. That way no one would know. And so that's what I did. And I walked into the store just smiling from ear to ear, just big shitty grin, and of course everybody was like, this guy ate way too many gummy bears. Alright, I'm going to sing this one now. This is called Transit. I've been trying to do it on this Jurassic mandolin, and I think I finally got it. Merge from the turnpike was murdered, but it's never a cinch. It was Friday at 5, and no one was giving an inch. They squeezed and they edged and they glared, half of them clearly impaired. crawl. The all-new station was thanking someone for the call. It's a band from St. Agnes's choir. There's a nun out there changing a tire. By the time they got by her, the tempers were out of control. So they all hit the gas in a dash for position, bobbing and weaving and flashing their high beams and flipping the bird and screaming obscenities, a well-insured horde, hell-bent on Saturday. So they continued westbound and into the sun. Law and decorum constraining everyone. By then it was devil may care. No one even vaguely aware that they had come all the way to the Delaware water gap. But how had it happened? They had all missed their exits. How had it happened? Was it some kind of vortex? And then they all went bumper to bumper, faster and faster, no sign of a trooper. And then they all went like sheep to the slaughter, bankers and carpenters, doctors and lawyers. And then they all went, families in minivans, Democrats, Republicans, but mostly Republicans. They followed the river and rounded the bend between Mincy and Tammany and into their destiny, lying in ambush right there before them, the angry old sun right on the horizon. Sister Maria tightened the bolts of despair. She said a quick prayer and put the old van into gear. Thank God the traffic was light. If she hurried, she might not be late for that evening's performance at the state penitentiary. She entered the common room, and there was her choir, altos and baritones, basses and tenors, car thieves and crack dealers, mobsters and murderers, husbands and sons, fathers and brothers. And so it began. Glorious harmonies, softly and tenderly, calling for you and me, with the interstate crying went off in the distance, and the sun going down through the bars of the prison. They poured out their souls, they poured out their memories, they poured out their hopes for what's left of eternity. To Sister Maria, her soul like a prism, for the light of forgiveness on all their faces. Had an amazing thing happen to me back before the internet. We are itinerant musicians, singer-songwriter types. people didn't know how to get in touch with us. So if they wanted to say something, they would sometimes send a letter to a radio station where they heard us. And so there was this college radio station in New York City called WFUV, still is a lovely station, where I went once to visit, and they said, "Oh, we have a letter here for you." It was like American Express for singers. And I was immediately intrigued. I wrote that song, the one I just sang, before the internet happened, and I didn't do any fact checking. I didn't think it was even necessary. Okay, there might be a St. Agnes's Catholic Church on Main Street in Paterson, New Jersey, but so what if there isn't? It's my song, I can just say whatever I want, and it works, and the meter's good, and it sings well, so it tells the story, moves the story forward. So there it was at this radio station. They said, "We have a piece of mail for you," and it was a business envelope. And I was immediately intrigued by the stationery, which was St. Agnes's Catholic Church, Main Street, Paterson, New Jersey. So I opened it, and again, there there's a letterhead, St. Agnes's Catholic Church, Main Street, Paterson, was written following letter to me in this beautiful, loopy, very expensive writing. It said, "Dearest Richard, please drive carefully. Yours sincerely, Sister Maria." I don't know. The universe is a strange place. I don't know what to do with those kinds of pieces of information. likes it a lot. It's just not really high on the list. I wrote it before we were married. We were engaged, I think, and I wrote that song, and she was across the table from me over there. Finished it, played it before, she just sort of went. Fiction writer. See, this thing happened in the early 60s. It used to be that singer-songwriters, that there was a division of labor. There was a division of labor between composers and producers and lyricists and interpreters and arrangers, and then all these things melded into one in the person of, various persons. Bob Dylan was one. The Beatles were, there were several persons, but they were just like one. Joni Mitchell, and the singer-songwriter, the confessional singer-songwriter thing happened, in which a one-to-one correspondence was assumed between what the singer-songwriter was saying and the truth of that statement, and if I'm saying it, it must be true, but it's not necessarily true. That previous song is a case in point. I'm just trying to dig myself out of a hole here.
What's your wife's favorite song?
It's called The Ken Birth of My Dreams. No, I'm not going to play her favorite. You don't have to put it back, 'cause in your haste on Halloween, you left your camera on the bed where we played roles in black and white. You left a roll of black and white. I set the timer, thought of you, put the lens up to my hand, took a photograph for you. What comes out gray is really red. So children peered into the room. A cowboy shivered on the porch. Cinderella checked her watch. A hobo waited in the street. An angel whispered trick or treat. But what was I supposed to do but to sit there in the dark? I was amazed to think that you could take the candy with you too. So sat all night and now it's dawn, and I cannot believe my eyes. This garbage strewn across the lawn where we once stared up at the sky. Streams of paper fill the tree that hovered over too well. I still maintain that he's a bum, but it's your money, have some fun. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? Are you happy now? In the fiction category, when I wrote this, is like either the first or second song I ever wrote, and I was dating someone at the time, and things were going pretty well. It's kind of the first blush of romance, and this was the first song I wrote in the relationship. And I'm quite sure that she must have been expecting a different kind of song. So I was faced with a dilemma. Do I hide the song, put it away for another day, or do I play it for her so as to impress her with my songwriting skills? And I was proud of it, and I had no confidence that I would ever write another song again. So the idea of putting it away and saving it for another time, a more appropriate time perhaps, and writing a song which was like a nice song, a lovely song, a love song, I couldn't do that because I had no confidence that I would ever write another one again, and I was too eager to play this one, so I played her this one. It didn't go well. It was like completely the wrong song for that moment in the relationship. But I thought maybe I would write this extra part here at the end was my attempt to say something nice. Too little, too late. You always ask why I'm not written you a verse or two, since that's the one thing I regret. I dedicate this one to you. I had an interesting theory. People come up with theories about what some songs are about. This one, I recently got a really good theory from this. On Twitter, somebody wrote that this song was about the Protestant Reformation. And that it's called Get Up Clara, the song. And Clara is a mule. And this guy's, in the song, this guy's riding around the vestiges of the Roman Empire on a mule, who is a talking mule, an intelligent talking mule who probably is in charge of the whole situation. And this person must be a theologian, and she speculated, she ventured the interpretation that Clara, the mule, stands for clarity, a sort of rational, sort of Lutheran sense, I guess. And there was more to it. We can discuss this later if you'd like. So here it is. There it goes. Here, Get Up, Clara. Come on, Clara, don't look at me with those big sad eyes. Please, Clara, no use crying, won't work this time. Enough is enough. We've been through this 1,000 times. Ever since we started roaming to wherever it is we're going. Come on, Clara, be a good mule, now stop this farce. Please, Clara, the wind is cold and it's getting dark. Don't fail me now, get up, girl, I followed you this far. Out here beyond unknowing, only you know where we're going, Clara dear. I must have been a fool to ever listen to a mule, even one as smart as you. Ah, Clara dear, the soul's a heavy load when you're running out of road and you can never go back to Rome. Come on, Clara, the map said there'd be monsters here. get weird. Vandals, Celts, and Visigoths are everywhere. And this road ain't even Roman. Just where the hell we going, Clara dear? I must have been a fool to ever listen to a mule, even one as cute as you are, Clara dear. The soul's a heavy load when you're running out of the road, and you can never go back to Rome. Take us just over this one last rise. Please, Clara, maybe there's something on the other side. We'll build a little fire to get us through this night. Out here beyond all knowing, only you know where we're going, Clara dear. I must have been a fool to ever listen to you, even one as sharp as you are, Clara dear. The soul's a heavy load when you're running out of the road, and you can never go back to Rome, and you can never go back to Rome. You can never go back to Rome. So what do you think, Protestant Reformation? I gotta find the tweet. It's out there somewhere. If you go on my Twitter account, you might see it there. So I got back to the hotel. I did get back to the hotel. And I managed to get out of the state of Oregon. And I got to California and I forgot about the gummy bears. So I took the gummy bears all the way from Oregon to California, from California to Nevada, Arizona, Utah, Colorado. I just forgot. Don't ever forget about your gummy bears. And then in Colorado, I remembered. And I was going to Nebraska next, and I thought, better not bring the gummy bears to Nebraska. And so I thought, well, what do I do? Do I leave them here in the hotel? No, I can't do that, because you have no control over who might find them. And some people don't like gummy bears, so I don't want to. Anyway, so I didn't leave them in the hotel. I can't throw them in the garbage for the same reason, because you want some control over who's going to find the gummy bears, who's going to have the gummy bears. So I went to Whole Foods. I went to Whole Foods at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning in a snowstorm, and I ostensibly to buy some blueberry juice and some yogurt and some fruit for my trip to Nebraska, and but also to find a likely customer, and or benefactee or donee, or anyway, one of those words. And so I walked up to this guy who looked like a real connoisseur of gummy bears. And I asked him directions to some of those aforementioned foodstuffs. And then I said, I got one more question for you. I'm driving to Nebraska and I've got some, and before I could even tell him what I had, he said, shit yeah, I'm your man. And so we went out to the car, and I just gifted him a really large bag of gummy bears made his year. Any chance of gummy bears coming to Washington, D.C.?
Yeah,
They're already here.
DC, perfectly legal.
The good kind?
Oh
Yeah.
You're real close. Raspberry.
Oh, fantastic. That's so good. Such good news. It's good news. Is there Whole Foods?
That way.
Here's a song I used to eat gummy bears to listen to when the Grateful Dead sang it. I'm going to do one more for you here, and then we'll all go off to Thanksgiving. We have many things to be thankful for. I know I do, and especially today. descend into bickering at this Thanksgiving table with the crazy uncle. We try. At my house, we try. Not always easy. I'll be hanging around later. I've got my CDs for sale back there, and the honor system has been invoked. The honor system being a box back there where you can just pay and take whatever you want, or whatever. Just don't. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I'm not going to. You know what I'm talking about? No idea what I'm talking about. Never mind. So I'll leave you with this one. It's called There Goes Mavis. Last days of August, the other side of low tide, the sun is high, the sun is high. We're kneeling in the wet sand, propping up a wall breach, quick before the next wave rushes in, rushes in. The moat around the castle is filling up with water. The hope springs eternal. All hands ready. Here it comes. Behind us in the crowd, some kind of commotion. A little girl is shouting, fly away, fly away. We pay no attention. The castle is in danger. The ramparts are sinking. We dig on, we dig on. And out of the blue, there's an orange canary on our driftwood flagpole. Shovels down, boys, step away. The little girl comes running. She can't be more than 7. And her mother is behind her with a cage, with a cage. she's letting on. We're all just waiting. No one moves. No one moves. And then comes the big one, swarming the castle. No one is watching when it falls, when it falls. We're following the progress of a little bolt of orange along the horizon. There goes
Union Hill. Hazel's house. It's gonna be a long encore set.
I'm gonna do China Cat Sunflower as estimated profit. Must have been late September. Last I climbed Reunion Hill. I fell asleep on into Boulder. Dreamed a dream I will not tell. I came home. The sun went down. One-eyed trains upon the ground. And even now I find there are things, glasses, coins, and gold rings. That ragged army looked across these fields of mine. flakes. I clean the brow of many a soldier, dousing for my husband's face. And I won't forget our sad farewell, how I ran to climb that hill, just to watch him walk across the valley and disappear into the trees. Now alone there in a sea of blue, circles every afternoon. A single hawk in God's great sky, looking down with God's own eyes. He soars above Reunion Hill. I pray he spiral higher still, as if from such an altitude he might just keep our love in view.